Hi, grade 7s. The app that we're going to be using for your music composition for this term is going to be called Soundtrap. You just follow the link that's on this site and it will take you right there. You will need to put in your email address and your name when you get there. But in order to log in and to get to my account, you will need this special code. Okay? You might want to get a pencil or pen to write this down, or just go back to this point in the video. The code you need, the letters are in capitals. It's HTD38BE. That code again, HTD38BE. Okay? So get that code. You will need that when you follow the link in the Soundtrap, okay? So once you have successfully logged into Soundtrap, you will be brought to this window. And at this point you can see projects that you've saved, anything you've recorded, created, anything like that. So the first thing you're actually going to do, you can actually go to where it says My Groups. And it'll show you 7th grade music for Kitchener Elementary. This is just an account that I created, just demonstrate. So go back to my projects now. We're going to go click on here, right here, where it says Enter Studio. Okay? It'll load up for us. New project, and we're going to make music. Okay? So create a music project from scratch. From this point, we have a lot of options we can choose from. The main ones I want to focus on right now, though, are browsing loops, the patterns beat maker, and playing the synth. Okay? So let's start with some loops. Let's see what kind of song we can create just by using the loops. So click on the loops. It says featured. I usually like to just go to the X here and just have a whole clean slate so I can explore anything. Now the really wonderful thing about this program is you can click on anything you want here and you can actually listen to the loop. Like let's listen to what Anthem Beat 1 Fill sounds like. Some of them are just really short like that, and it also really depends on what kind of song you really want to record, whatever you're feeling like. And sometimes what you need to do is just listen to the different various loops and see what interests you. Now right now you have any scale, and you can change that, but you have pretty much your whole choice of anything. You go up here, and you can click on one of these, and it will narrow things down a little bit. Say we want to start with a guitar. You can start with any of these electric guitar sounds. What I like to do, what I find just to get us making a song as quick as we can, we go to the area here where it says riffs, the guitar riffs, okay? So let's listen to guitar riff 1. You know, for the sake of everything, let's start with guitar riff 1. Let's drag that and put it right up there, okay? Click down there to stop it and click here again to make it go back to the beginning. Now another thing you can do is you can actually lengthen or shorten this riff as long as you want. This purple line up here is going to show you just how long your song actually can play for, okay, or what length. So we can shorten that. It's just going to go right there on the riff, okay? Now that's our guitar riff. We're going to want more instruments though, all right? So that starts with the guitar riff. What else do we want? Well, I like to have the drums is what I really want. So let's click on drums. Now what kind of drum thing do we want? What kind of drum beat? Well, it's got something, and it would probably sound okay with this. But let's go with something a little more full. Let's see. What does the Latin bounce 1 sound like? I wonder how that would sound with our electric guitar riff. I know we're kind of mixing beats there, but let's try that. And you know what? Let's not start right at the beginning either. Let's let the guitar do his thing for the first part. Now, what's happened though is because this is where we have our drums going, our loop ends here because for two reasons. One, you see where the guitar goes right there, but you also see where this purple line goes. So we want that to go the full length, all right? So we can actually extend the guitar right to the end there, and we can also extend the purple line right to the end too. So it's going to do the full length of that. That's a bit of a trippy beat there. Let's fill it up a little bit more, shall we? Let's go over here. Let's go with a bass. Let's see what kind of a bass thing we can put in there. Also, just so you know, because of the guitar riff I've picked, it says D minor right there. It's already selected that the key is going to be in D minor, okay? So any bass thing I pick, it's pretty much already going to be in that key. Could you hear that? I couldn't really hear that either. So let's find something that will actually add something to this. Bounce 5 acid dirt. It's a bit of an interesting sound. I don't know if I want to add that to my song though. Busy Beats Tron. That's a little out there. There's got to be something that can fit this electric guitar riff that's going to go with our Latin drum sound. There has to be something here. Let's keep looking. It's kind of basic, but it might be an interesting thing. Let's try the bass charging darker. I'm going to drop that right in there. And as we can see again, it's going to go longer. So why don't we right now just lengthen that right to the end of where our bass is. We're going to lengthen our guitar and our drums, okay? So now everything's going to go that length. So now what's the song sound like that we got? Well, it's certainly an interesting, you could call it a clash of styles, you could call it a collaboration of styles. But really, it's limitless, what you can create. And there's so many options here. Once you click on bass, then it just gives you the things that will go with the bass. But when this is clear, when you click on the X there, when you click on the X, that opens up everything. So you can just, this can go as far as you want it to, okay? So for the time being, I just want you to explore this. I just want you to look at this and see what sounds good, okay? Now, we're actually going to step over the Patterns beat maker here. Let's go right to the synth. This is actually really fun. This can actually be really interesting. What this can allow you to do is add in your own sort of melody. Now, the synth, add in your own melody, this is a little bit different. Because what it has is when you play certain keys on your keyboard to, or you can click on them with your mouse. Okay? So you can add in something like that to your piece of music if you want, or you can just continue for the time being playing with the loops, okay? So we're actually going to get out of this right now. And what I'm going to show you how to do is, now we're going to title this song, okay? We got to come up with a nice title for it. I don't know. I can't think of a good title at the top of my head right now. Why don't we go with, let's go with the, because it's early in the morning for me right now at least. Let's go with the Early Morning Jam. Yeah, kind of a silly, cheesy title, but why not, right? So, Early Morning Jam. And we're going to save that. Okay? Saving project. Done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to exit the studio. Hey, we got a project here. Early Morning Jam. Still mixing, so we can't really do much with it right now, but you can go back into it. You can do anything you want with these things, okay? So for the time being, that's what I want you to do. I want you to look at these tracks. I want you to explore the different sounds, the different combinations of instruments, and kind of go from there, okay?